Audrey, and I'm a normal American girl living in Mexico. This video is all about differences that I've seen in between schools in the US and in Mexico. Number 1. Culture celebrations. In the US, a school may have 4, 5, or 6 programs a year, like at Christmas, Mother's Day, or have a spirit week with Pajama Day or Crazy Hair Day. In Mexico, we may have special activities for Independence Day, United Nations Day, Revolution Day, Day of the Dead, Christmas, Three Kings Day, Valentine's Day, candidates for the school queen, Mother's Day, and I am sure I missed some. These are frequently big celebrations that include costumes, food, music, and lots of dancing. With celebrations often go parades. Schools usually march in formation in their uniforms. Sometimes schools may get creative with costumes, music, dancing, and other fun stuff. Number 2, patriotism. In the US, there is a flag waving in front of the school. Most classrooms have a flag in them. They have the Pledge of Allegiance once a week, and you place your hand over your heart. And sporting events usually start with the national anthem. In Mexico, you usually don't see flags flying out in front or in the classrooms. Every school has a color guard. Even the preschools. It's considered a privilege to participate. We have flag ceremony once a week. They sing the national anthem, the state song, and say the pledge known as the Juramento a la Bandera. Sometimes they play another song while the flag enters and exits. We salute with our hands sideways over the heart, except we put out our arm towards the flag during the pledge. Escolta is what we call the color guard. It's serious business. There are competitions between schools where the groups have to do complicated steps. Students practice for weeks, and it's tough competition. Number 3, uniforms. In the US, most schools don't have uniforms. My old school there did, but it was relaxed. Wear pants in either one of these 2 colors, wear a polo in one of these 4 colors. In Mexico, almost all the schools have strict uniforms, even preschool. Some high schools don't. Usually it's shirt, cardigan sweater, sweater vest, skirts for girls or slacks for boys, and knee-high socks. Except for PE days, which is 2 times a week, we wear a uniform of sweats and a school t-shirt or polo. Number 4, testing and grades. In the US, there are lots of standardized testing. Like every grade takes them several times each year. Each teacher gives tests just whenever they need to. Grades are usually from A through F. Although some elementary schools may use a different letter system. In Mexico, there are very few standardized tests at the elementary or middle school levels. In high school, there are more. For regular classroom tests, the school will schedule an exam week. They occur every month or so. All the subjects have their tests that week. This is common at all levels from preschool on up. Grades here are given on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being a perfect grade. Number 5, books, and I have my bookworm with me. In the US, each classroom has a set of textbooks used year after year. Kids use a few notebooks to keep track of work, and teachers copy off lots of worksheets. In Mexico, the government issues a set of paperback textbooks and workbooks to all kids grades 1 to 6. Students older or younger, like in preschool or kindergarten, have to buy their own books each year. We have a notebook for each subject. They are usually covered in colored paper and then with a clear plastic or contact paper on top. Each textbook and notebook has a tag with the student's name on it. Number 6, the library. In the US, most schools have a large library with thousands of books of every kind. At the elementary level, they visit the library about once a week to check out their books. Most students read a lot for fun. In Mexico, not many schools have library rooms. It's usually just a shelf in your classroom or a cart to choose from. Sadly, reading for fun is less common. Number 7, teachers' names. In the US, students use a title like Miss, Mrs., or Mr. And the last name of the teacher, like Miss Rogers or Mr. Jones. Most teachers don't like it when you just call them teacher. In Mexico, most teachers go by their first names using the title maestro or profe for the men and maestra for women. So I would say Maestra Mónica or Profe Gerardo. It is also completely fine just to say maestra or profe. The exception would be the English teachers. They are called teacher and their first name. For example, Teacher Lisbeth. Number 8, buses. In the US, it's not uncommon for students that live a long distance from the school to be picked up by a big yellow school bus. In Mexico, very few schools have their own buses. The ones that do, you pay the school to use it. Usually, your parents will take you in their car on a city bus, or you will walk with them, including middle school and high school levels. Anyway, what was I saying? Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, it's still going.
Yes, it is.
Hey guys, it's me, Audrey.
Hey guys, it's
I
me,
just went on the
Audrey.
roll. I'm like, wait a second, what am I doing?
Okay,
Oh wait.
that works too. You can use that if you want.
No. What am I saying? No, I can't.
This week's video.
Oh yeah.
One more time, just in case.
Yes.
Okay.
That's hard. I can't get myself in the middle. Yeah. Yes. Number 1.
Nope. Number 4.
Of standardized testing. I said standardized. I said standardized. Number 4, standardized, and there are lots of standardized testing.
Standardized test.
Standardized testing.
No, do it really so I can edit it.
Standard. I can't.
Say it like. Look at the camera and say standard.
Standardized. I can't. Again. I want to be. Thanks for watching World Audrey. Don't forget to like and subscribe.